And you guys, I found a way to do it. So let's take a look. And by the way, this home will not be built for like 2 to 3 years. I had to make a bunch of candles last night. So this was kind of what I'm going for, but see how much lighter these colors were? It is now Wednesday afternoon. I am so determined to get 3 new products made today. Hello Divines, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, owner of Divine Love Bath Co. in Colorado. This week I am trying so hard. Okay, if you guys have been watching my vlogs, my previous vlogs, you know that I am going to stock up for the summer markets. I am going in order of category by category. So I started with soap because that takes the longest to cure. And then I have a couple of other items in there that I want to finish. And then I need to get to bath bombs. And then right at the very end, I'll be finishing up doing body butters and the foaming sugar scrub, which is going to be new for this year, and shower steamers. So I have been struggling to get out of this soap category and hope that during this vlog, during this week, I can actually get that part completed. So what I have in the soap category is all my cold processed soap, and I also need to finish my shampoo and conditioner bars, which I want them in 3 different colors, and I only have 1 so far. And then to round out the category, I just threw lotions in there. That's a brand new thing for my business this year. So I'm going to have an oatmeal milk and honey scent because I'm making the lotion with oat infused filtered water. And then I'm also going to do a lavender essential oil, my lavender 4042 essential oil scent, because that is the most popular seller with my body butters. So to put that in line, we'll have the lotions too. And the lotions will be a great add for summer because the body butters tend to be a little bit heavy going on the skin. So for people that aren't in love with a body butter, they could try out a lotion instead. All right, I promised you guys an Amazon handmade update. So Amazon reached out and wanted to schedule a 15-minute meeting with me to make me more successful. It didn't actually help me in the long run. She did tell me to go ahead and create like a seller's profile, which I did. That only took a couple of minutes. But then she said even without getting a trademark, I could get my brand approved. Well, after 2 messages out to, and you guys, this I told you guys last week that I used to sell on Amazon before. I didn't tell you about their support for sellers. If you've dealt with Amazon plain customer service as a customer, they're great. You don't get something in the mail, they instantly issue you a refund, or they try to replace the product or whatever. They're very fast, they're quick, they're friendly, whatever. The support for sellers on Amazon is not the same, however. Things are more complicated. It's not as easy as just giving you a refund. You're usually looking for help on solving an issue. They don't go and actually look up the correct answer. What they do is they just throw any answer at you and then close the case. That has been traditionally how Amazon has been for their sellers for the past 10 years. Since it's been like that for so long, I don't anticipate any improvements. But so I reached out with 2 cases, even went back to the gal that was helping me, be better, be successful on Amazon, to tell her that these cases weren't working. And every case I opened just got closed with the wrong information. So I'm giving up on getting my brand approved with Amazon. If I sell stuff on there, great. But the goal is really to get people to my website anyways. I would rather do that than sell on Amazon. So, it's 15 minutes out of your day just to schedule an appointment with them if you're a seller. It can't hurt, but I don't know that it helped me at all. Also this week, I'm supposed to hear about more markets if I'm getting into, if I'm getting into one market. as a part-time vendor, and then also what the dates should be at the one that I was already approved to be a fill-in vendor. But they are just so slow to get this information out. It's a little irritating because I've only been confirmed for one market, and you kind of want to know, like, I'm a one-person business and I won't be hiring anyone because I can't afford to. Like, how much inventory am I going to need? That would be great to know so that I can maybe put off other things like revamping the website or whatever. If I could put off those things because I need to create more inventory, that would be good to know. Anyways, I'm doing further research on finding other farmers markets throughout the western part of Colorado to see if there are other markets I can be a fill-in vendor at. The more you can spread out, within a 2-hour area of where you live, the more customers take your business card and from areas all around rather than just in the one place where you live, and the more willing they are to come back to your website and purchase something. So that is my goal. You guys, another thing, I'm going to go ahead and share with you today my new home that I'm going to be building in New Mexico. I'm going to show you the home on floorplanner.com. I just created myself what I want. Keep in mind, no architect has looked at this yet, no professional, no draftsman, nothing has looked at this yet. It is just a sketch of what I want to give the project managers to start with so they have an idea of what it is that I want for my home. Because otherwise, if you just describe what you want, they're going to go create their own design, and then you spend more time going back and forth trying to get the right thing in place. So I just went out to floorplanner.com, created a sketch, and floorplanner.com, I just it's free to design your home, and then you can put these objects in. They're not the exact objects that I want in my home, but they match the measurements of what I already have or what I will have. And so it gives me a better idea of the square footage that I want. And so you guys, how I said in a previous video that I didn't know if I was going to have room for a photography area. Well, this week I was thinking, is there a way I can possibly make a space for photography and shipping? Just an extra table for those two things so that they can kind of stay out of the way of everything else. And you guys, I found a way to do it. So let's take a look. And by the way, this home will not be built for 2 to 3 years. Nothing to get excited about yet. But let's take a look at what I was able to do with it. First, we have my garage, which is going to be the only thing that's going to be downstairs. Most of my home is going to be built, the main floor is going to be built up so it can be in the trees. So you have an idea. This is what my land looks like in New Mexico. It's in a ski resort area, so it's going to have lots of snow. So my land has a lot of these aspen trees and a lot of pine trees. I like to call them Christmas trees. So I want my house up in the trees so that when it snows, I can look out my windows and see the full aspect of it. So the only thing that's going to be on the bottom level is the garage. This will technically be my front door. I'm not a big person that uses a front door. I don't entertain and I don't answer the door unless I know who's coming. So it can just be downstairs. It doesn't have to be fully accessible for me. And I don't own a Range Rover, but this looks a lot like my car being a black SUV, so we put that in perfect. And then I've got my workbench down here and my miter saw. So then you go upstairs, and let me pull up the house. Okay, so this is my home. It's only 1,020 square feet. I utilized space the best I could. For example, my bedroom over here, it's just going to be a platform with my mattress. I don't need any extra room in my bedroom. And then my previous house in Phoenix taught me this little trick that you can just utilize a hallway space in the middle of your bathroom. That's another space utilizer. So I went ahead and I'm going to pass that along to my closet here, which is going to share the hallway. Here's my washer and dryer right with my closet. I'm going to absolutely love that. No more carrying laundry from one end of the house to the other. So I'll have a couple of closet systems here from IKEA that I've already picked out. And then this will be my workout area. So my Pilates reformer will go right here, and my exercise mat, my TV up on the wall. This is my Pilates chair, my little locker. And then my hydroponics, if you guys have seen my hydroponics and that I grow my bell peppers and my cucumbers and my tomatoes and stuff in, they'll all be grouped here together in this little area. I even have, this is what I love about Floor Planner, I even have my little cat in here. So this will be the kitchen. I don't know the layout of this at all yet. I'm just gonna have to wait until I get with a designer, but I want an island with a hood here if possible. And then I would rather kind of have my sink over here looking out the window, but if cost-wise this is better for me, I will put, because I want a sink. I absolutely need a sink in my soap studio. Here I have to share them and it's a disaster. So if putting these back to back is more cost efficient, then I will do it this way. Otherwise, if I can have it over here, I would love to be able to do dishes and look out the window at the same time. So this is the most important part that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so this soap candle studio, these are all going to be shelves up here so that I can place like my fragrance oils and everything to be easily accessible, and then cabinets underneath here, all kinds of storage solutions that I don't currently have at all. I've got another like range hood up here for ventilation. Right now, for ventilation in my soap studio, I can only use my air purifier. So I want to put a hood in as well, because some of these things that you're dealing with, although they're not, like just dealing with lye, for example, it's not caustic once it is formed into soap. It's not bad for you guys, but for me to breathe it in while I'm making it is awfully dangerous. So to have that extra hood there will be great. This will be my desk with my chair, and then I want to have like a nice something on the wall so that when I'm filming YouTubes, it looks kind of cuter than it does now. And then my two cabinets that I already have to put more supplies in. But this is what I was talking about. So I have room to be able to put this extra table in here. And so I think I can make this like half photography, half shipping. And I am so, so, so excited about this. So anyways, I just had to share this with you guys. If you wanted to see the rest of the home, so I just have a little space for a living room here with my wood stove. I want to be able to see out all of these windows. And then this is where I spoil myself a little bit. The stairs will actually come up to the deck, and then this is where I'll come in through. This is perfect to be able to like take my groceries like right into the kitchen or whatever. So this is all going to be my deck space. This is like a $15,000 hot tub that I want. It's only like 2-person. It's just specifically going to be like my treat to myself. And then this will be like a cold plunge, like one of those wood outdoor cold plunges that I can put right beside it. I absolutely love to be able to sit in the hot tub for like 20-25 minutes until you get hot, and then go and do a cold plunge for like 2 minutes. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do. And then I actually want to have, rather than this just be a deck that's like open, I want to have one of those clear garage doors that like I can open it when I'm using it, and I want access to nature, but to be able to close it so that a snowstorm, like when a snowstorm happens, it doesn't crowd all of this space with snow or leaves or whatever happens to be happening in nature. So most of the time I can leave this area closed and just open it when I'm out there and want to be a part of nature. And that'll also protect these stairs from getting, filled with snow or leaves or whatever, and then that ending up in the garage. That is my plan for my house. Hey guys, it's now Saturday. I got this massive candle order yesterday, and there were so many problems with my website that I am going to send the customer this larger candle as a gift. First of all, my free shipping at $59 was not working. 3 calls, actually 2 calls and 1 chat to Square later, I believe it is now working. Well, I tested it, it's working. What else? I was out of stock on a couple of items when I really did have them in stock. Oh, and then she ordered a couple of my sale items, which were actually out of stock. So, yeah, because I've been working so much on inventory, I have not been able to pay attention to the website. And so, anyways, as an apology, I'm going to send her this candle as a gift. So, because she placed that order, I had to make a bunch of candles last night. And so I also got their warning labels put on the bottom. I just have to attach their labels, put their lids on, and then do their the jute and the charm. I had to order more of these because I'm sure I'm going to run out soon. Also, I went to Target this morning just to pick up a couple of grocery items, and this guy was on sale for only $7. So I'm really excited because what I'm going to do is right down here by my printer, move the trash out of the way. Right down here, I'm going to set that right by my printer, and I'm going to put my vellum paper for the soaps in here, cardstock, and then I keep this off-white paper. I just keep it for printings that I don't really care much about. I had bought that for another purpose way back when, and now I just want to use it up. So I'm going to fill that up with those 3. That will make my life easier. Like, it'll be easier to grab those papers when I am trying to get soaps done and all of that. We're now in the soap studio. So since I had the wax melter on yesterday, I thought I would go ahead and try and do some pieces for my cactus candles. So I poured 2 cactus candle bases, and then these colors didn't come out as light as I wanted them to, but I'm going to take the pieces out anyways and put them in and see if I like how they came out. Let me show you what my inspiration was for them. So this was kind of what I'm going for, but see how much lighter these colors were? So this one was supposed to be this one here, came out much darker. And then the lighter pink should have been like this one. And then my cantaloupe color just came out really super orange bright. So I'm not sure, I may have to completely redo them. The problem is that when you're putting the dyes in, even if you put 1 drop, like, it makes it that dark. So I'm not sure how you take a drop and like divide it in 2. I have to tackle that problem. So I also have my lime mixture here. So I'm going to make another batch of oatmeal just for the fact that I think that soap is going to sell out pretty quickly. My rebatch soap that I've been talking about. My wildflower, I'm also going to make another batch of because I think that will sell out quickly. And then you guys know I've been talking about this White Sand Beaches soap that I was going to make, and that because this fragrance oil hasn't been tested by anyone in cold process, I'm just going to run a small batch today. So I have the lye ready to go for that. And I'm going to go ahead and get the oils heated up here and get started on them. So I'm really glad because this I'm going to use to make it look like it's sand, like beachy sand. And I haven't used that before either. So these are the 2 colors I'm going to use for the waves. And then I've got my titanium dioxide here to whiten the soap up. So I'm really glad that I'm doing all of this in just a test batch to see how this comes out. My cat is yelling behind me. And I will show you guys the results when I'm done. so I got that candle order packed up. I had to reuse a Makesy box because this was so large. I didn't have boxes that size. I also went ahead and made some labels out of Canva really quick just to print through my thermal printer to cover up the Makesy logo. So I have that and the fragile sticker. This puppy is 10 pounds, so I will take that down to UPS tomorrow. And then back in the soap studio, here's what I got done last night. This is the tester one of the White Sand Beaches. You guys, this fragrance handled beautifully. So I'm so excited that I will be able to use it again. That's a preview of what it's going to look like. Can't wait to cut that. This is my rebatch soap for the African Black. This I made a triple butter, so it's cocoa butter, shea butter, and mango butter. So I think that's going to be better than the formula I used in the past. I made another batch of my wildflower honey, and I made another batch of my oatmeal milk and honey because I think those are going to be good sellers. Now what I'm up to is I need to make a bunch of my other oatmeal honey soap. So this is the soap that ends up looking like this with the 3 layers in it. It's a honey layer, oatmeal layer, and then a white layer in the middle. Once I get done with that, I'm going to make the white version of this one and then also a rose color version. And this is how my inventory is stocking up so far. I have, so those 2 ones I just showed you will fill in this space. I have tons to fill in this space. And then this will pretty much be full once I get done adding the honey oatmeal and adding the shampoo bars. Also down the bottom here, I'm just keeping a stock of all my car diffusers. And these are the little body butter sticks that I use for samples at the market. So when I bring in all my market stuff from outside, it ends up in this hallway and it'll be right next to my inventory so I can just easily restock it before the next market. I might be doing up to 4 markets, maybe 5 markets per week this year. So I just need to be able to restock quickly. And I don't know if I showed you guys, this is what my car diffuser stand looks like at this point. So there's a ton of different choices to pick from. We've got roses, hearts, skulls, the round black ones. And all of these ones that were colored too brightly, I decided what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to leave like this entire thing is just going to be my colorants. And so when I'm going to melt down some more wax and just like throw in one of these. And that way there'll be less color because like 1 drop colored all of these, colored like all 5 of these, right? But if I just throw in 1 of these, that's way less color going in. So that's going to be my solution for how I'm going to handle the wax pieces that will go on top of here to again make creations like this. Here are my 3 layers for the soaps. This one is the oatmeal, this one is the white middle layer, and this one is the honey. And then I've got my fragrances here to scent them. So the honey layer only gets the honey scent, and then the other 2 layers get the oatmeal, milk, and honey. I'm taking the leap and changing my website. You guys have seen this before. You know I'm unhappy with it. This was what Square offered for free. I just went ahead and upgraded, and here's what I have so far. I've not published it yet. I need to fix my categories. I need to put major work into my categories. I'll have to update these events once I know what my farmers markets are. But I want to at least put Montrose in there right now. Add in my Instagram, a little about section, and then here's my social media and my email address. So I'll keep going on this until I'm happy with it. Probably be up late tonight. I got my soap cut last night and this morning. So there's another batch of the honey oatmeal. This is the rebatch that I have to shred into little bits so that they will work better in the hot process when I make the African black soap. This is my Seaside Wildflowers, which turned out great. So this was the batch that I was making as the white sand beaches. You guys, last night when I cut this, you could really see like the blues and the green, like the sea kind of colors that I used. And it didn't look exactly the way I wanted it to, like waves, but it did kind of look like an inlet, you know, by a beach, like an inlet where the rocks are like surrounding the water and the waves are crashing up against each other. But so I don't know why this morning changed to this color. The only thing that I can think of is that the fragrance oil actually discolored it. And you can kind of see it turned this like darker down here. So I think I have to get a new fragrance oil if I want to try this one again. And there is another one that's recommended by Nature's Soap called Eighth and Ocean, but that one has mixed reviews on how it accelerates or causes ricing during the process. I'll have to think on that. All right, and then I got another batch of the honey oatmeal of my 3-layer honey oatmeal done. So that is great. Finally got all my rebatch soap shredded and put into these bags. So now this is ready to go. Look at this, you guys. Look how stinking cute she is. I bought her some new little scratchy boxes today. That one needs to go in her outside catio, and I'll keep that one for inside. But she loves to sunbathe, this cat. It is now Wednesday afternoon. I am so determined to get 3 new products made today. So this is all for my shampoo and conditioner bar. I need to make a white batch and then a pink batch. And then this is for lotions, which is going to be brand new to my company. So it's going to be a milky oatmeal lotion, but I'm going to make it with the lavender essential oil that everybody loves in my shop, and then also an oatmeal milk and honey scent. So we're going to have 2 lotions. These are the bottles that they're going to be in. And then look at this, March 13th, that is today. That means this solution, which is olive oil and chamomile, has been sitting for exactly 7 weeks. So that means we are ready to make my chamomile soap. All right, guys, let's get started. See if I can get this done today. All right, I did it. I got done with my chamomile soap. This is going to be ready to cut in just a little bit here. I got my new shampoo and conditioner bars done. So I got the white and the rose color. And then here are all my lotions. So I've got the honey oatmeal milk scented one. And then the label is going to look like this once I get those on. And then these are all the lavender ones. These are made with the lavender essential oil, and those are the labels for that. So once I get that labeled, then I am all done. Well, except you guys, remember when I was talking about this Eighth and Ocean fragrance oil from Nurture Soap? So I caved and placed an order with them and got this. So I actually am going to have one more soap on my to-do list, but that is it. I am actually done with the list, so I'm really happy about that. While I was shopping with them, I also decided to get this 5-pound basic loaf mold for my soap. So this is an investment because the largest molds that I have right now are 3 pounds. So if I have a 5-pound one, if I figure out this summer what my more popular soaps are, then I can just make one big batch instead of making 2 smaller ones. Even though it was 56 bucks, I think this is a good investment, and I had to get to $99 for their free shipping anyway. I spent about 2.5 days getting this done, and I am so happy with it. So here is the website that I have put together and that's out there live now. So I have my free shipping, and then I have this sort of, it's not exactly a carousel. I guess maybe like a manual carousel but you can select the different categories. I'm going to be updating all the pictures this year. Well, not all of them. Like soap is done, shampoo and conditioner bars are done, but candles I need to redo, body butters I need to redo, and there are some new items, of course. And then this section, I really love my events right here. So as I get accepted into more markets, I can go ahead and list all of those events here. And then if I've been to the event before, I'll try to specifically include a picture of what my booth looks like at that market. Of course, they're all going to change this year, so I'll have to keep that updated. And then I went ahead and just attached my Instagram here, and then just a little, something about me and my email address to contact me at. And then this stay in the loop. I practice this with my other email address and I don't get any notification of this. So I need to do some more research on where these email addresses go, so that I can actually keep people updated on like sales on my website or what have you. And then I updated my little social media icons down here. And then I'm really happy with how the categories look too. If you go inside one of these, I don't know about having all of these things on this side with availability and everything. I might try to get rid of those. And the price range, I might keep price range, but yeah, that's how it looks. And a lot of items like my candles, I did go ahead and update it so that it doesn't say a specific inventory on here. I learned this week from the candle order that I got because I can make candles on demand. It's soap that I can't make on demand, and bath bombs are a little bit hard to make on demand, although I could do it if people don't mind me taking like 3 days to ship an order. So the candles, I went ahead and opened up the inventory. People can order whatever they want. And a lot of these pictures are definitely going to be redone. So that is the new website, you guys. That is it for the vlog today. I am so glad that I finally got through that soap category and I'm done. And then next week, I can go ahead and finally move on to all of my large bath bombs. Or maybe I'll start with my mini bath bombs. I'm not really sure yet, but one of them, we're definitely moving on to bath bombs. And next week, I should start hearing about markets. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to the end of March because I'll be done with a series of bath bombs, and then I should hear back by the end of March, definitely on all the markets to see if I got in or not. So that will really help me with planning throughout April and into May. Next, I'm going to go ahead and post some updates on my jumping spiders if you guys want to stay and watch. Also, I'm going to include a clip of Caramel taking down some prey. So if that is something that you don't want to watch, just be wary of that. But she is so cute and so fun to just watch her pounce on her prey if you guys want to stay tuned. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Look at Caramel just hanging out upside down eating her prey. She's so funny. For my new little jumping spider, we are going to build her a new home. I think I'm going to name her Fawn because she's got these beautiful brown and very white colorings on her that remind me of a little baby deer. All right, let's build her a home. Okay, so first I have this little ledge that I took out of Caramel's home because Caramel just doesn't really care for this, because if I put the prey in there, it's hard for her to crawl back out of. So instead, for her prey, I use this little one here, which is more, easier for her to get in and out of due to her size. So this will be perfect for a little jumping spider. And then also this little ledge that I made, we're gonna give her that. And then let's look at her new stuff. Okay, so this is all from, I think her store name is Neva's Food from Etsy. So let me get these open and I will show them to you. Okay, so instead of what the other jumping spiders have, I put the Spider Safe mulch in there. Instead, for this one, I bought her a little moss mat. this little ledge, everything has magnets on it, so they want to stick together. This little ledge is actually going to go to caramel. Okay, we got it in there now, a perfect fit. Now I'm going to put her ladder all the way to the back. I don't know if that's where it will stay, but that's where we'll put it for now. Wonder if I should put that right back here, right beside the ladder. I think I'll do that. I put her little hide right at the back by the ladder there. And then I think I'll put this guy like right here. Okay, so now I've got her little feeder bowl in there, her little ladder, her little hide, and a little shelf for her to sit on. And then because I give all my spiders air plants to keep their moisture up, go ahead and stick the air plant in there for her. Now we just have to get her out of her little container and put her in here. So here she was hanging out on the ceiling of that little enclosure. Let's see if she goes right in. I love the way she jumps. She's so cute. There she goes. There she is on the new little ladder. She loves to do a lot of jumping, this spider. You guys probably won't believe this, but my older spider, my bigger spider, she watches YouTube. Watch this. Okay, YouTube right here. Look at this. Oh, now she turned towards me, but we caught her. She was totally watching YouTube. She does this all the time. Such a personality.
Hey, I got a confession. Been losing all momentum. Just because it's easy, but that don't make it better. I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt. Take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our lives, just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Oh, I miss the summers with you and never swipe left to right. Just don't bother. I know this all just makes me sound ancient, but sons and daughters, that shit was amazing. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our lives, just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Yo, what you got in that bag? Candy, cigarettes, and a Playboy mag. Many used to have to work for that. Wait for me, gotta dial up. Can't call my landline cause it's all tied up. Just bike over then.